First of all, before I go further in this video, what happened this past week on Capitol Hill? Okay, that was domestic terrorism. At the very least, honestly, that was an attempted coup. I believe President Trump was behind it. I believe this was pre-planned. I believe that he was the mastermind behind the situation. Okay, yes, I believe he attempted a coup. He attempted to subvert democracy. My biggest issue is out of the whole situation is the hypocrisy of the Capitol Police. The way they reacted to this situation, as opposed to Black Lives Matter protesting, I think it was back in August, being sprayed with tear gas, and you know where I'm going with that one. Okay, so look, at the end of the day, with Kyrie Irving supposedly missing games due to that, this is what I don't understand. If you're missing games because it's a personal protest because of what happened, who are you hurting other than your team and your teammates with you not being on the court and potentially losing games because you're not there, and you're also, by you not being there, you're forcing Kevin Durant to take on a bigger role offensively and a bigger role overall than maybe he would if you were on the court. And this is a guy that's coming back, trying to get to 100% from that injury he suffered. I don't know, man. First of all, look, I don't understand who he's supposed to be hurting with this. The people who did what they did this past week, they don't watch the NBA. They probably don't know who Kyrie Irving is. So they don't watch the NBA. So I don't understand what this whole thing is about. Secondly, I know that Kyrie wants to be seen more than a basketball player. He wants to be seen as an intellectual, an activist. He's a good dude. I'm not knocking him. His intentions are good. Are good. But look, unlike Muhammad Ali, you're not an individual sport. You're in a team sport, and your actions do affect other people. Muhammad Ali was just a boxer. Well, I don't want to say just a boxer. He was a boxer. He was an individual uh, athlete. Now, him being out of the boxing did affect the pockets of his trainers and handlers and his family and shit like that. But you're in a team sport. You're not being there, and you being one of the best players on your team, probably the second best player, I think, obviously. You're affecting your team's seeding. What happens if this thing that's going on right now in our country really gets out of control? Like it just really gets out of control, and we have another shutdown, and the NBA is forced to stop. Okay, you can't be affording losing games right now. I think the NBA still has only planned the first half of the season, just in case this thing really gets out of hand again, and it's pointing in that direction. Hopefully, it doesn't get to the point where there's a second national, mandatory shutdown. So I don't know. That's just my thing. I don't understand who he's supposed to be hurting with this. You know, doesn't make it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Um, I know that he's a person who is a deep thinker, uh, but he also comes across to me as a guy that is a bit hypocritical when it comes to the media. On the one hand, he doesn't want to communicate with the media, but on the other hand, he does things that will obviously get him talked about. You know, he trolled the media a couple of years ago with the flat Earth thing. Um, So I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to be too hard on Kyrie Irving, though. You know what I'm saying? Because the media is kind of a lot of people in the media are doing a tough enough job for that with that. But yeah, this guy just I don't know, man. I don't know. The same dude that said he would fight in the trenches for his coach, and then apparently, he only tells his teammates why he's doing what he's doing, and I don't think he's communicating much with Steve Nash. I might be wrong on that. Someone can correct me on that. I don't think he's communicated with Steve Nash about really what's going on. Maybe he has recently, but I don't think he's talked to the organization too much about what's going on. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think, though.